What if the first hour of your morning determines whether you'll maintain complete independence into your 90s or slowly lose your ability to care for yourself year by year? I'm about to reveal 5 simple morning routines practiced by an 87-year-old who needs absolutely zero assistance with daily activities and has better blood work than most people in their 60s. These aren't time-consuming or complicated rituals. These are specific, scientifically backed actions that take less than 1 hour total but create benefits that last the entire day. And here's something that might surprise you. One of these routines involves doing something in the first 30 seconds after waking that most doctors say is uncomfortable or unnecessary, but Stanford researchers found it improves circulation and mental clarity more effectively than coffee. Stay with me, because these 5 habits could mean the difference between needing help with basic tasks or maintaining total independence well into your late 80s and beyond. Wayne is 87 years old and still does his own home repairs, grocery shopping, and yard work without any assistance from family or hired help. His doctor recently compared his lab results to the average 57-year-old and found Wayne's metabolic markers were actually superior across multiple categories. When his doctor asked what his secret was, Wayne said, "It's not what he does all day long, it's the 5 specific things he does every single morning before 9 a.m. Morning routine. 1. Cold water face washing. Within 60 seconds of waking. The first thing most seniors do after waking is shuffle slowly to the bathroom in a fog, maybe sit on the edge of the bed for a few minutes feeling groggy and disoriented. But what you do in those first 60 seconds after opening your eyes determines your alertness, balance, and mental clarity for the next several hours. Stanford University researchers studied the effects of cold water exposure immediately upon waking and found something remarkable. Cold water contact activates your sympathetic nervous system, increases circulation by up to 40% within minutes, and improves mental clarity and alertness faster than caffeine. This isn't about taking a cold shower or doing anything extreme. This is simply about using cold water strategically to wake your body and brain simultaneously. The physiological mechanism is straightforward and powerful. Splashing cold water on your face and neck triggers what scientists call the mammalian dive reflex. This ancient survival mechanism instantly increases blood flow to your brain, temporarily elevates your heart rate to wake your cardiovascular system from its sleep state, and activates alertness hormones naturally without any stimulants. Your body interprets the cold water as a signal that you need to be awake, alert, and fully functional immediately. Within 60 to 90 seconds, you feel genuinely awake instead of stumbling through your morning in a haze. The consequences of starting your day in a prolonged groggy state are more serious than most people realize. When your circulation stays sluggish for the first hour or 2 after waking, your brain remains foggy and your reaction times are significantly slower. You're substantially more likely to have poor balance, impaired coordination, and slower reflexes precisely when you need them most. Navigating stairs, stepping into the shower, or moving through your home. The solution is almost embarrassingly simple and takes less than 1 minute. Immediately after waking, before checking your phone or doing anything else, go directly to the bathroom sink. Turn the water to cold as you can tolerate from your tap. Splash that cold water vigorously on your face, your neck, and your wrists for 30 full seconds. Don't just lightly dampen your face. Really splash it multiple times so the cold water makes full contact with your skin. The shock will feel intense for a few seconds. Then you'll notice an immediate surge of alertness and clarity. Lucille is 85 years old and started this routine 6 months ago after years of needing 30 minutes to fully wake up each morning. She now reports feeling alert, steady on her feet, and mentally sharp within just a few minutes of waking. Try this tomorrow morning without fail. Those 30 seconds of cold water will transform your entire day. Morning routine 2. Eating 30 grams of protein before any carbohydrates. Are you starting your day with toast, cereal, oatmeal, or fruit, and then wondering why you feel hungry and tired again by 10 a.m.? The composition of your first meal determines your energy levels, muscle maintenance, and blood sugar stability for the entire day. Harvard Medical School's Nutrition Research Division conducted extensive studies on breakfast composition for seniors and found something that challenges conventional breakfast wisdom. Seniors who consume at least 30 grams of protein at breakfast maintain significantly more muscle mass over time, have better blood sugar control throughout the day, report higher sustained energy levels, and experience less hunger between meals compared to those who eat carbohydrate-based breakfasts. Protein at breakfast isn't just about feeling full. It's about triggering specific biological processes that protect your independence. Here's what happens inside your body when you eat protein first thing in the morning. Protein triggers muscle protein synthesis, which is your body's process of maintaining and building muscle tissue. This process is most responsive in the morning after the overnight fasting period. Protein also stabilizes your blood sugar for hours by slowing digestion and preventing the spike and crash cycle that carbohydrates cause. It increases production of satiety hormones like peptide YY and GLP-1 that prevent mid-morning hunger crashes and cravings. Most importantly, protein provides the amino acids your body requires to maintain strength, repair tissue, and preserve muscle mass as you age. The consequence of starting your morning with carbohydrates instead of protein creates a cascade of problems. Carbohydrates spike your blood sugar rapidly, which triggers a large insulin response. Within 90 minutes, your blood sugar crashes below where it started, making you feel tired and hungry. This cycle promotes muscle breakdown instead of muscle building because your body has no amino acids available. You'll experience persistent hunger and carbohydrate cravings throughout the day. The practical solution requires some initial adjustment but becomes second nature quickly. Eat 30 grams of protein before consuming any carbohydrates at breakfast. What does 30 grams look like? 3 to 4 whole eggs, cooked any way you prefer. 1 cup of Greek yogurt with a scoop of protein powder mixed in. 1 cup of cottage cheese or leftover meat from last night's dinner. Measure your portions for the first week so you learn what 30 grams actually looks like on your plate. Most seniors dramatically underestimate their protein intake. Once you hit that 30-gram target, you can add other foods if you're still hungry, but get the protein in first. Gerald is 89 years old and switched from his daily bagel with cream cheese to 4 scrambled eggs with cheese. He reports that his muscle strength during daily activities improved noticeably within 3 weeks, and he no longer experiences the mid-morning fatigue that had plagued him for years. Make this change at breakfast tomorrow morning. Your muscles, energy, and blood sugar will thank you by lunchtime. Morning routine 3. Getting 15 minutes of direct sunlight before 10 a.m. Most seniors spend their mornings indoors with curtains drawn and artificial lighting, never realizing this single habit is actively disrupting their sleep quality, mood stability, and bone health. Natural morning sunlight isn't just pleasant or mood-boosting. It's a critical biological signal that regulates dozens of processes in your body. The National Institute on Aging conducted extensive research on light exposure patterns and found that morning sunlight exposure before 10 a.m. regulates circadian rhythm, improves nighttime sleep quality by up to 60%, enhances mood and reduces depression symptoms, and triggers natural vitamin D production in your skin. The timing matters enormously. Morning sunlight has a different light spectrum than afternoon or evening light, and your body responds differently to it. Your eyes contain specialized cells called intrinsically photosensitive retinal ganglion cells. These cells detect morning sunlight and send direct signals to your brain's master clock, the suprachiasmatic nucleus. This signal sets your entire circadian rhythm, which controls when you feel alert, when you get hungry, when certain hormones are released, and critically, when you naturally feel sleepy at night. Morning sunlight essentially synchronizes all your biological clocks to the natural day-night cycle. The consequences of avoiding morning sunlight and staying indoors with artificial light are more severe than most people realize. Your circadian rhythm becomes confused and desynchronized, leading to poor sleep quality and difficulty falling asleep at night. You're more vulnerable to depression, low mood, and seasonal affective symptoms. Your body produces insufficient vitamin D, which is essential for bone density, immune function, and muscle strength. Many seniors blame age for their sleep problems when the real issue is lack of proper light exposure at the right times. The solution is free, simple, and actually quite pleasant once you make it a habit. Within 30 minutes of waking up, go outside for 15 minutes minimum. Sit on your porch with your morning coffee. Take a short walk around your yard or down your street. Simply stand in your driveway and enjoy the morning air. The key is to do this before 10 a.m. when the morning light spectrum is optimal for setting your circadian rhythm. Don't wear sunglasses during this time because the light needs to reach your eyes to trigger the biological response. You're not staring at the sun. You're simply being outside in natural daylight. Sylvia is 83 years old and struggled with severe insomnia for years, trying various approaches recommended by her doctor. She started sitting on her front porch for 15 minutes each morning while drinking her tea. Within 2 weeks, she noticed falling asleep became easier. Within a month, she was sleeping through the night consistently for the first time in years. Step outside tomorrow morning without fail. 15 minutes of sunlight is free medicine for your brain, sleep, and bones. Morning routine. 4. 5-minute balance and mobility sequence. When was the last time you intentionally practiced your balance instead of just hoping you don't fall when you encounter an unexpected challenge? Balance isn't something you either have or don't have. Balance is a skill that requires daily practice to maintain, and it deteriorates rapidly when neglected. Mayo Clinic researchers studied the effects of daily balance exercises and found that seniors who perform balance work for just 5 minutes each morning reduce their fall risk by 45% and maintain significantly better mobility and independence compared to those who only do occasional or sporadic balance work. 5 minutes of focused practice every single day beats an hour-long balance class once a week because your nervous system needs daily input to maintain this critical skill. Balance depends on 3 integrated systems working together seamlessly. Your vestibular system in your inner ear senses head position and movement. Your proprioception, which is your body's sense of where your limbs are in space, comes from sensors in your joints and muscles. Your stabilizing muscles, particularly in your ankles, hips, and core, make constant micro-adjustments to keep you upright. All 3 systems need daily activation and practice to stay sharp and responsive. The consequence of ignoring daily balance practice is a gradual but relentless decline that accelerates with each passing year. Your stability gradually deteriorates in ways so subtle you don't notice until you have a close call or an actual fall. Your reaction time to potential falls slows because your nervous system isn't practiced at making quick corrections. Your confidence in movement decreases, which makes you more tentative and actually more likely to fall. Your overall fall risk increases exponentially, and falls are the leading cause of loss of independence in seniors. The solution takes exactly 5 minutes and can be done in your kitchen while your coffee brews or in your bedroom right after you get dressed. Perform this specific sequence every single morning without exception. Stand on your right leg for 30 seconds, holding onto a counter or sturdy chair if you need support initially. Then stand on your left leg for 30 seconds. Next, do 10 slow heel-to-toe walks across your kitchen or down your hallway, placing your heel directly against your toes with each step like you're walking a tightrope. Then, Do 10 sit-to-stand repetitions from a firm chair without using your hands if possible. Finally, sitting in a chair or standing with support, do 30 seconds of gentle ankle circles in each direction on each foot. This entire sequence targets all 3 balance systems and takes 5 minutes maximum. Norman is 86 years old and performs this exact sequence every morning while his coffee brews. He directly credits this habit with maintaining his ability to confidently navigate stairs, walk on uneven ground, and keep up with his active grandchildren without fear of falling. Don't wait for a close call or actual fall. Start this sequence during your morning coffee tomorrow. Morning routine. 5. Full body hydration with electrolytes. Before coffee. Starting your day with coffee before properly hydrating your body is dehydrating your cells precisely when they need water most, and this habit is negatively affecting your blood pressure, cognitive function, and energy levels in ways you probably don't realize. Johns Hopkins Medical Center research demonstrates that seniors who hydrate with 16 ounces of water plus electrolytes first thing in the morning show measurably improved blood pressure regulation, better cognitive performance on memory and attention tests, and significantly reduced dizziness and lightheadedness compared to those who drink coffee first. Your body doesn't just need water in the morning, it needs water with electrolytes, so your cells can actually absorb and use that water effectively at the cellular level. Here's what happens to your body overnight that makes morning hydration so critical. You lose significant water through breathing, which releases moisture with every exhale over 8 hours. Your body continues metabolic processes overnight that use water. You wake up in a mildly dehydrated state every single morning, whether you feel thirsty or not. Your blood volume is lower, your cells are slightly shrunken, and your brain is operating with suboptimal hydration. Your cells, blood, and brain desperately need rehydration first thing in the morning. Electrolytes, particularly sodium and potassium, help your body actually move water into cells instead of just passing through your kidneys. The consequence of drinking coffee first on an empty, dehydrated stomach compounds your dehydration problem. Coffee is a diuretic, meaning it makes you urinate more frequently and lose more water. This further dehydrates you through its direct effect on your kidneys. It can cause blood pressure fluctuations and dizziness, especially when you stand up quickly. It impairs cognitive function because your brain is working with inadequate hydration. You're more vulnerable to fatigue throughout the entire day because you started from a deficit. The solution is simple and takes less than 2 minutes. Before you have coffee, tea, or any food, drink 16 full ounces of water with a small pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of fresh lemon, or use a sugar-free electrolyte powder mixed into your water. Drink the entire 16 ounces fairly quickly, not tiny sips. Wait 15 to 20 minutes to let your body absorb that water, then have your coffee if you want it. You can still enjoy your morning coffee. You're just ensuring your body is properly hydrated first. The difference in how you feel is noticeable within days. Mildred is 88 years old and experienced chronic morning dizziness that her doctor attributed to normal aging and blood pressure fluctuations. She started drinking 16 ounces of water with a pinch of salt before her morning coffee. Her dizziness disappeared completely within 1 week, and she reports feeling more alert and energized throughout her mornings. Put a glass of water on your nightstand tonight. Drink it before anything else tomorrow morning. These 5 morning routines: cold water activation within 60 seconds of waking, eating 30 grams of protein before carbohydrates, getting 15 minutes of sunlight before 10 a.m., practicing 5 minutes of balance work, and hydrating with electrolytes before coffee, take less than 1 hour total and are strongly supported by research from Stanford, Harvard, the National Institute on Aging, Mayo Clinic, and Johns Hopkins. You don't need expensive supplements, complicated programs, or perfect execution. You just need consistent morning habits that properly prepare your body and brain for the demands of the day. At 87, you can need zero help with daily activities by investing 1 focused hour each morning in these evidence-based routines that protect your independence. Which of these 5 morning routines are you going to start tomorrow? Comment below with the one that resonated most with you or the one you realize you've been neglecting for years. If these practical morning routines gave you a clear, actionable plan to maintain your independence, hit that like button right now and share this with any senior who deserves to wake up strong and stay completely independent. Subscribe for more evidence-based advice that actually works for people over 60.